Welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
You liking that, Slim Jim? You liking that? How about the bratwurst?
Slow down, baby.
Detergent and all the chemicals inside it, if you ingest it into your lungs, you'll die in about like 10 minutes.
Who's smoking laundry detergent?
Have you not
Me.
seen anything on social media?
No, I don't really
Good,
see
buddy.
social media.
You shouldn't.
They've been eating Tide Pods.
Eating Tide Pods.
It's a challenge.
It's not a
Why is that a
challenge.
challenge? Eating
called
toxic
natural-
soap.
I saw a meme.
Natural selection.
I
It's a
saw-
natural selection challenge.
Thank God people are doing it because that
I hope
means that
people
they're
would.
all
I hope people
idiots
die.
and they can leave.
I honestly hope
the
people
earth.
die. As horrible as that sounds,
We can't generally say that because my issue with it is the fact that what if my dumb 10-year-old kid, we've done a lot of dumb shit, goes, oh, that's a challenge, I want to get YouTube famous. I see this person did it even though it was a fake Tide Pod or something, and then they do it. They go downstairs, they find a Tide Pod, and all of a sudden they're fucking dead.
I have to admit,
Okay.
though,
Children are dumb as fuck.
yeah,
They are, but maybe if this happens,
And
we
too
won't need
impressionable.
safe spaces and 100+ freaking genders.
I saw a meme though about it.
It's usually not those kind of people that do it.
I
I don't know. Have you seen? Everybody's gender fluid now, and I want to be a guy this day, and I want to be a girl this day.
I saw a meme about it, and it was like 1998. Oh, in 2018 we're gonna have flying cars. 2018 comes around. What the fuck? Why are people eating Tide Pods?
I saw another one where it was joking around about Trump's calling other countries shitholes. Sorry for you probably have to bleep that out.
No, why?
I don't know. Okay.
When the
And
fuck
it said-
did we bleep?
And somebody put underneath, I was like, I wonder if people in these shithole countries have to tell their kids not to eat Tide Pods. And now everybody's posting memes of like, I saw one like Ajax and they sprinkled it out and made lines. Said you can do this.
Dude, one of
God.
There's free Mountain Dew in your car underneath the radiator cap.
Hey guys, welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. This is Carlo,
I'm Nick.
Darian.
Tom.
and we are the Designated Drinkers. Thanks for joining us. I guess I don't know. Hey, it's the brand new year, by the way. So welcome 2018. We haven't episodes have been coming out, but we haven't been recording.
Yeah. It's funny though because one of the guys that I used to live across the street from, he's a hilarious dude, and he posted a picture. He put Tide Pods on a plate and put barbecue sauce, and he's like, he said, when it's coming down to the end of your last paycheck and you don't have money for food, and then he's like, anybody who wants to come down and munch down on these with me, head on over. I got plenty. But I don't know, man. The way that people are nowadays, it's getting to a point where I'm kind of like, okay, maybe people need to stop paying so much attention to what other people are doing and just fucking do you. Like,
Right.
stop worrying about what other people think.
This
I just-
Moscow Mule tastes like shit. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking loving this shit.
I'm not.
I'll
the
take it.
The ginger beer. There's something with it. Like it's spicy to me.
Oh, dude, I don't
Like,
even taste
spicy.
that.
I don't
That's
like
right.
ginger beer. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
go
not
ahead.
drinking it.
I just think these challenges are dumb. Like, what was it? There was the fire challenge where you let your
Right.
like 70
You wanna
to
give this a
90%
try?
alcohol.
I don't like ginger beer.
Like you put 90 to 70% alcohol on your body and then you light yourself on fire. Thought that was stupid.
Yeah, those are dumb. I think
And
that
then
the
the knockout-
rise of the challenges of becoming an issue.
I can't even lie.
Why even make a challenge
Because
if
the
you
ne-
know that it's not like
The
even
i-
going to be cool?
The ideal job nowadays is, hey, I'm gonna get paid by social media to either be an Instagram model, fucking YouTube star.
Oh, hey, by the way, you can't get paid for being a social media guru. Okay, you really can't.
That's
Like
what all
you
these-
can, but that's like
Well, if you get a job,
it's 10,000 people to the billions of them.
You have to keep accumulating views.
Right.
So
Good
yeah.
luck, and you gotta post daily, and you gotta do a bunch of shit.
I can't even lie. When I was younger, I tried the cinnamon challenge.
Oh,
And-
well,
Everybody-
that's not that
everybody-
But
bad.
that's the
Yeah.
thing is you actually can get pretty sick
Yeah.
from the
Well,
cinnamon
yeah.
challenge.
I
I
like
think
the cracker challenge, where you can't eat more than like 7 crackers at a time.
I remember.
I've never heard of that.
It
Is
dries,
that- is
it
that a
dries
white-
your mouth out.
Yeah.
Is that a white person thing? Or?
Yeah, it's a white
oh,
person
okay.
thing.
I remember my old friend Kevin.
We did it in the suburbs.
He did this one challenge. I forgot what it was called, but it was pretty much you eat a banana and then you chug a 2 liter of Sprite, and you're supposed to like throw up because of the potassium in the banana doesn't mix well with the whatever in Sprite. And he did it. He was like, "Oh, I don't feel too bad." And next, you know, he went to like the edge of the driveway and started throwing up violently.
You know what's funny that you say that? That could have been a story that you could have told in that segment.
So we cut it out.
No, we don't have to cut it out. I'm just saying that any little story that you can think of can go into that segment.
I did the
It
gallon.
just has to be more descriptive, right? It can be a minute, 2 minutes, whatever.
I did the gallon of milk thing one time.
I got a
whole
story,
gallon?
but I'll wait for that.
You could fucking die. You
Yeah.
can say any of your stories.
I'll wait for next episode.
I got about 3/4 through the gallon and I started puking.
You can fucking die.
Well, yeah, your stomach can.
It's just
rupture.
like it's just like with those people that did that challenge where who can drink so much water or something like that because they were like, oh, you can't die from drinking water.
Or that shoe nice guy who pounds back like
Yeah, have you ever seen that
expensive
guy?
bottles of liquor.
People,
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
He doesn't only do liquor though. Like people will send him a message and be like, "Hey, you should eat a shoe," and then he'll eat the shoe. Like he
does
doesn't.
not.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
he eats stuff too. Yeah,
I just thought it was funny. He
What?
just
Why?
like he
And-
unscrews the top. He goes and he just says like shoe nice or whatever and just literally
Chugs
chugs
it.
like any kind of liquor.
And do you know how he gets most of those bottles of liquor? People
Uh.
send it to him because they want to see him chug it.
Shoe Nice
That's
22 will eat anything for fame.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shoe Nice eats blue glue.
Yep.
He's gonna die.
Yeah,
I'm
that
pretty.
guy's
He
gonna
has.
die.
He gets his stuff. I'm pretty sure after each time he does a challenge like that, he gets his stomach pumped.
No, I don't think so. I think that he's actually had doctors tell him that he needs to stop doing it.
Well, yeah,
otherwise he's
that's-
gonna die.
Just
Man
like the
eats caulk. That's Shoe Nice.
Yeah, caulk, like window caulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
tile.
I'm pretty
caulk.
sure you're not supposed to do
Gotta
that.
love
He's
those
probably the guy that
cocks.
started the Tide Pod challenge.
Hey, Shoe Nice, we want you to eat these Tide Pods. No problem, I'll do it. No, the thing that I don't understand is I find it funny because throughout your whole life, your parents are always like,
Here, Darian, drink this. I cannot.
I'll take it, dude.
Use this.
I got 12 of these.
Oh, yeah.
I guess
I'll
there's
grab 'em.
11 now.
I need to get a towel.
I'll
anyways.
grab you one.
your
thank you.
parents are always like, hey, don't drink that bleach. Okay. Hey, don't put your hand on the stove. Okay. And then, like, all of a sudden, they're like, well, they never told me to eat these Tide Pods. Like,
I saw this one video just recently that I posted on Facebook because none of you listeners are my friends. So catch me outside. How about that?
Hey, you know what's great about the fact that we have a fucking Facebook page?
Yeah, that's true. I haven't posted in a while. But it was a video like some guy who's playing like a mom and a kid. This kid's like, okay, I'm about to do this challenge. And mom walks in and is like, what the fuck
oh,
are
I
you
saw
doing?
that, yeah.
He's like, nothing. They're like, you're about to eat that Tide Pod, weren't you? And
do they even taste good? Why?
no, dude. It's
Probably
like
not.
First off,
It's all
I'll go back-
chemicals. and
Well, I know,
bleach.
but like antifreeze tastes good.
Have you fucking
The
tasted
fuck it
antifreeze?
does.
No, but it's supposed to taste like a weird sugary like.
No,
Kool-Aid,
it
but
doesn't.
Then you die.
No, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
It
Oh,
don't.
it doesn't. Well,
For dogs,
like it.
Yeah, apparently dogs are really like.
Do you
you're not supposed to.
Do you know
put it
how
near
I
them.
know that it doesn't taste good? Because when I worked on cars, in order to see what the fluid that was leaking, you put it on your finger and you put it on your tongue.
Oh.
That's how you can tell what fluid is leaking.
That's
Yeah.
probably not the smartest thing in the
Yeah.
world.
He's not ingesting all of it.
You don't swallow it. You put it on your tongue and then you spit.
You don't think your body absorbs some of that?
I
That's
did
a
it
good-
for 2 years. I'm fine. I mean, I'm pretty fucked up
Right.
mentally, but I was like that before I started
right
working on cars.
now. You're fine.
But back to that
10
video.
years from now.
Dude,
Cancer?
10 years from now, I'll be retired by dying, so I don't care. That's fine. Early
You know,
retirement.
you know what? I want to not
Dying
dying.
will
I think
put you in
I think a
retirement.
nice small coma sounds refreshing.
No.
Like just like 2 weeks in a coma and just wake up. I think that sounds refreshing.
I'm just saying,
I feel like you would feel pretty weak.
here's my work plan.
You
Okay?
won't have to go to work, and you still have your job after
I'm
going
gonna-
into coming out of a coma.
I'm going to work for the next 30 years, and then
Okay.
about 60, I'm going to take an early retirement and just die. So this way, like, I don't have to worry about working anymore. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's real easy.
You could just die now. You wouldn't
Exactly.
have to
Then
worry.
I would never
You
have
won't
to worry
work.
about working.
Right.
That's
Right.
how it works. That's how it
Well,
works.
going back to that video for ending that, she pretty much just is like, you have to wash our clothes from now on. Just saying it to himself, kind of thing. As a kid, she goes, "If you don't do it, I'm gonna make you eat that Tide Pod and wash it down with bleach."
Yeah. Like,
And it wa- honestly, it's fucking hilarious. I died laughing.
dude,
Probably
there's...
I'm still here, so
I just...
YOLO.
I don't understand how we've become such a stupid culture where you're like, hey, this is a good idea.
Let's do it.
Haven't you seen Mike Judge's Idiocracy?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you gotta see it. It's great. Luke Wilson goes like on a 500 years into the future, and everybody's just stupid as shit. Like Fuddruckers is like took over the like the economy of the world.
Oh my god!
But you
Wait a
saw like the
second.
steady transition. It said like
Isn't he like the
Fuddruckers, and it said
smartest
like
guy in the world or something like
yeah,
that?
but he wasn't that smart. He
And-
was a janitor or something.
Yeah,
like
he was
that.
like, yeah. And when he took the smart test, he only had like 3 questions, and they were like, what color's the sky? What's 2 + 2? And like,
right, and he became president of the world. by the
yeah,
end of it.
Terry Crew was the president.
Yeah, Terry
and
Crews.
he tried to tell people to put water from the toilets into the ground to grow crops because they kept using like Gatorade because of
Yeah.
electrolytes.
Yeah,
Like,
it was so stupid.
is
I remember that.
as bad as it sounds, like I feel like the internet has helped us so much, but it's also starting to hurt us a little bit.
Of
with
course.
certain
I mean,
It's
with
like,
anything
it's like
that's
taking
good,
a step forward but taking 2 steps back.
you have the ability to have the world's you have the world's library in your palm.
You could become one of the smartest people on the planet if you study hard using the internet.
Right.
Or
But
Or
you
you can
gotta
just
know.
fuck off on Facebook all day,
and eat Tide
like
Pods.
I do.
Yeah. You get about 1,001 ads because you watch too many damn videos.
Have you guys ever?
I skip all of those.
I can't
Any
even-
video, any video that gives me an ad, I just go back and then I don't even watch it. I keep scrolling, and
Oh,
then I
so
don't
you
get
just
as many ads
Okay,
because
so
they
what-
know I'll just skip the video.
Oh, okay.
If any of you guys ever like accidentally put it in someone's butt? I know that it's a weird transition.
I never accidentally
You
like,
know-
put it
well,
all
not
the way
accident-
in.
Let me say this: I've never accidentally did it. I did it on purpose. I'd be like, "Here, let's try this." Okay, she was okay with it. Let's just try this bigger one. Boink.
Pound me too.
So this I'm not stealing. This is Angelo's, and he came up to me and we were talking, and he was talking about some call that he had at some call that he had, and the person kept describing the pound symbol as hashtag, and he was like, "Fuck, I wanted to hang up on this lady."
Well,
And
yeah,
then
I
he
probably
would-
would too.
Yeah, and then he goes, but then it made me think about the fact that there's the Me Too movement,
The hashtag.
and it's
me too.
hashtag Me Too. What did we used to call hashtags before? We used to call them hashtags. We call them pound sign,
Pounds.
like the
Yeah,
pound,
pound
sign.
sign.
So that movement is called Pound Me Too, which is fucking crazy.
I think this Me Too movement, it's got a good thing for it, but I think it's getting ridiculous right now.
I don't think it's getting ridiculous at all. I think I quite understand where they're coming from.
I understand it, but I question it.
Yeah.
Well, of
what
course, I
happened?
mean, you have to-
first off, what
Go ahead.
happened to innocent till proven guilty?
That's in the court of law.
Well, yeah,
Right, but-
anybody who's
That's not
been-
in the streets.
Okay, well, I'll give you an example. Aziz Ansari just got kind of
Yeah.
thrown into
Yeah, I
hashtag
saw
Me
that.
Too.
Well,
but all it was
you
a
have
bad date.
Right, you have to think
And
about
that kind
this.
of-
Bad dates.
And this hashtag Me Too is blackballing any celebrity that's getting caught into it.
Yeah, and it kind of ruins their career.
True or not?
Yeah, no, that's the thing though. Like, how do you tell a woman that said, "Hey, this guy raped me"?
How,
Nah, I don't believe you.
Well, you gotta
First off-
prove it.
yeah, you got to
Right?
prove it.
No, but that's totally
Because
true. That's totally
if-
true. But nowadays, it's not innocent until proven guilty. At least not on the internet, man. And that's unfortunate. But you have to also think about the fact that yes, that is maybe okay. Let's say out of the 10, let's say out of a 1,000 people, 10 people said, "Hey, this person raped me," or "This person, took advantage of me."
But how can you prove it if it was 10 years? 10
people,
plus
but that's the
years
thing.
ago?
10 people were accused wrongfully out of 900 of them, 990 of them.
Well, why
I
is it-
think that the law of averages, I think that
Well,
as a
here-
movement, it's scaring a bunch of people that took advantage of you. You have a kid. You both have kids now. Do you expect? I think with these kind of movements, I expect the world to be better because
Well,
of the
yeah.
fact
Yeah.
that predators
Yeah.
don't have the ability to take
Children anymore.
to take
as
children.
many.
They
as
don't
often.
have they don't have the ability. No, people in power don't have the ability to take advantage of girls. They don't have the because of the fact that
Because
they
of
go-
these movements.
Because of these movements. Because all of a sudden it's like, oh shit! If
Well,
I
that-
take advantage of this woman,
Well, let's-
what if she actually says something this time? Because
Well-
now I can't hide behind this. Now there's 100 of them who already said something.
You're
and,
right.
And here's the only, just to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So here's the only downside with it. Now, What is consent?
Oh
Yeah.
God, the fucking line is so blurred.
Nowadays, yeah.
Because hold on, think about it. So before consent was, yeah, let's do this. That's fine. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
You start doing it, then you get all the way through it, and then she's like, I shouldn't have done that.
And now you
then
get the cops
all
involved.
of
you
a
know what?
sudden-
She calls
You
the cops.
raped me. What?
And the guy's like, "Excuse me."
That's
Where's
why
the
that's why
line
you have to
drawn?
do what South Park does and get a consent form, write it out, print it out, and then before you have sex
You really-
each time,
Oh
have
my
them
God.
sign it.
Every
First
time you go to
okay.
the bar, you have legally binding contracts in your pocket.
But
You
when you're
walk
going
in
out
with
to
a binder, like.
you go to
Hey,
a
baby, you
frickin-
looking good. Sign these forms. Initial here. Date this.
So you're really gonna pull that paper out before you have sex?
It-
You're thinking with your dick. You're gonna be like, "Hey, I'm about to get this thing in. Let's do this. Screw this form."
It's just something that to me, like,
That's-
I'm glad that certain people are coming out with it because there are fucked up individuals.
No, and that's not certain people. A lot of people
I
are
understand
coming
that,
out, especially
but
in Hollywood,
It's
Yeah.
it's
which
really,
is understandable.
Yeah.
it's really good that they're coming out and saying something. The thing that irritates me is, did you hear about Terry Crews?
yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Terry Crews?
Hold on.
So
Oh,
he is also part of the hashtag Me Too.
because an executive came up to him and then
And groped
grabbed
him.
his dick, like
Oh,
in front of
wow.
his wife and children.
Yeah.
In
No,
front
I
of his
thought
wife
it was,
and
no, I thought
children.
it was just his wife. 'Cause
Oh,
they
okay.
were at like one of them fundraise parties,
Yeah.
and it was just like,
But
came-
see, here
and he just came
hold
up
on.
and was like,
Let me finish real
"What's
quick.
up?"
So here's my thing.
Terry Crews is huge. Why didn't he beat the
Yeah.
shit out of that guy?
So no,
I think he's a big
no.
softy
Here's
inside.
my thing. Okay, you come up to a guy who looks like that and do that. What?
Take that away from him.
So you
I love you, Darian, but you're so fidgety.
you come up to a guy and who's Terry Crews' size and do that. Okay. Now I love Terry Crews. I think that he's a phenomenal actor.
And he has
Hilarious.
a really good motivational thing on YouTube too.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Okay, the second that dude does that to me, guess what? I don't care if you're an executive or not. I don't care if I don't act again. You're getting punched in the fucking face.
and why didn't you come
But
out?
okay, so
what
now
year
think about
that day.
I know. Oh well,
Think about
black
this.
actor punches executive in the face. Guess what?
You have to think as a famous actor nowadays. You have to think of the headline.
So
The
what?
headline is
It don't matter.
giant black actor beat the hell out of executive.
I'm not saying
What
beat
about-
the hell out of him. I'm saying you pop him in the face. Say, hey, don't fucking touch me, bro. And
Now
end of the
think
day,
about it this way: same situation, but it's a woman this time.
So what?
A woman
You stab
that is
You go to the
two
police.
times your size.
You go
not,
to the
not
police.
2 times like bigger, 2 times smaller than you. Do you think she's just gonna straight up punch you in the face?
No,
That's
no.
not how it works.
That's not what
No.
I was saying. I was saying because Terry Crews is so large. Like, come on, dude. Like, stand up for yourself.
Plus, if it was a woman, why didn't you?
You
go
know
to
what
the
I'm
police
saying?
That day, not 5 years later.
Well,
Come
no,
out with
you
it
know what? The
10
thing
years
is,
later.
You can't justify that.
Why not?
Because when you're a victim,
It's a shame culture.
it's the way
thing.
that people look at it is like, oh, she's a slut.
But yet-
everybody's banging her. But the thing is when something like that happens to you, you're traumatized.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
but
not going to come
if you're
out
not gonna
immediately.
if you're not gonna say something,
It's just
you're
like-
letting 5 other girls have
It-
this happen to them.
Right.
Let
It's
alone
just-
it could go
it's-
just as far
it's
as
just like a child that's been abused.
Well, that's why this
Yeah.
whole hashtag Me Too. That's why I said it's
It's
a
a
good
great
thing,
movement.
but at the
Yeah.
same point, it's creating blurred lines
But-
because you don't know where
But
the
that's
line
when,
is drawn.
That's when we define things. Then we as humans have the ability to question and learn and understand. And all of a sudden, when the lines are blurred, all of a sudden we draw new ones.
What would you do if
Right.
you were a single male right now?
A single male, I would be in my house on my computer all the time.
Okay.
I wouldn't go out the bars.
Do you know?
he would
do
have
you-
a big arm. He'd be having a nice like
It
You-
looked like
Arnold
flag marks.
Schwarzenegger.
Your arm would look like Terry Crews, so if
Yeah.
a man touched you, you could just
Right.
punch him in the
And
face.
he's like, bam.
but
like,
my
just a-
thing is
The One Punch Man.
I feel bad for guys who are single right now because if you go out and like I said before, let's say that you're fooling around with somebody and then afterwards they decide that they didn't want to do it.
It sucks, man.
The one night stand
you
turns
can't-
into a
because
Like,
it's
you can't
victim
blame
predator.
the guy, even if
The-
he decided to try to.
the girl is going to be believed
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah, and it, like I said, the lines are blurred at the moment. I'm hoping that one day, soon, hopefully, though, that consent becomes a bigger thing, and then we don't get as many
won't.
crazy, wacky people.
Well, the thing is about it,
We're taking
is
2
that
steps back
These
into
are
society.
I don't think so, man. We are beyond
we're
forward.
way going
we are
forward.
we are moving
And that
in
kinda-
strides.
well,
This
yeah.
situations, I think we're moving in
I don't think
strides.
so.
Yeah.
Do you realize how long it took people to realize that there's other people out there like them who have been raped?
Yeah,
and
man.
they don't have to be ashamed of it.
Exactly. Like the one case with that college kid. Do you remember?
Oh, where he
The rapist,
Yeah,
the
fuck
swimmer.
that
and
kid.
Well,
yeah.
he got off.
Yeah, he got off. He spent 10 months in jail.
I
or
think he
something
got
like
arrested
that.
again, didn't he?
I don't know,
No,
man.
I think
But
it's
he
coming
did.
up for.
But
I
if
think
you-
it was a retrial.
If you
They're doing a
followed
retrial.
that case, there was so much evidence stacked against him,
Yeah.
but they still didn't
It was
give him the
because his
maximum
family was
sentence.
rich.
Exactly.
If you got
which,
money, you
which
have power.
scares rape victims, saying like, if I don't have so much power and authority with like the law, I'm just going to be humiliated.
Yep.
But each day you don't
And so
say
they don't
something,
say anything.
it worsens your case.
Well,
when
yeah,
you do say something.
I understand
Except
that,
for
but
the
like
Bill
I was,
Cosby case, that was like 40 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but like I was saying,
And they still got him.
Yeah.
so like I was saying, you know what I want you to do is go watch the television series on Netflix called The Keepers.
I think it's okay.
It's basically what The Keepers is on Netflix is it's about these girls who went to a Catholic school and I believe it was PA. It was PA or Baltimore, and one of the head priest of the school was calling them into the office and raping them, and they didn't come out with it until like a couple years ago, and there was a big trial about it.
Oh, this was
Well-
real.
Yeah. Well, there was a big trial about it, and you know what the Catholic Church did? They threw money on it and went away.
Of course it did.
Well, like I was talking to this with one of the guys at work, and it was like, I'm okay. Like I'm kind of okay with it. It's like because sometimes people don't believe children, like from
And they should.
when they should take it more seriously. When kids or teenagers say this,
If
they
kids
try
try.
to teenagers try to reach out, and they just go, "Oh, you're just a kid. You don't know anything." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay.
It
And
sucks.
one other thing that I want to bring up about this is I don't know if you guys heard about it or read about it, but I'm probably gonna name drop. You might I don't know if you want to delete it or not, but the Rose McGowan, how she kind of started the hashtag Me
I
Too.
haven't heard about it.
Yeah.
Like shit happened to her, and they were like, the guy was like, okay, I fucked up. I'm gonna bribe you to keep your mouth shut about it, and she got like a buku amount of money, like over
money
like,
doesn't. That's the thing, though. Money doesn't.
Money shouldn't.
but
money doesn't solve the fact that somebody
Well, yeah.
raped you.
well, yes, I
Like,
understand that.
And then you because Rose McGowan. Let's say that she took the money. Maybe she did.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She
yeah.
did take the money,
Okay, so
but then
she took the
years
money.
later she came out. I was like, now since you signed that contract saying you can't validate any of this happening, and you can't come out to sources like this.
Right.
Otherwise, we're gonna sue you for everything you got,
Yeah.
and you got to give all this money back. Which kind of
it's-
thing. I was like,
Unfortunately, but you have to think about it this way. In the past, there weren't hundreds of people saying, "Yes, this guy raped me. Yes, this other person fucking took advantage of me."
Well,
But
and,
now,
Now there's strength in numbers when it comes to it.
and just to say something to what you
The
said,
Pound Me Too movement is pretty great.
just to say something towards what you said. You just said, they should believe kids. Well, these kids who said something when they were younger
yeah,
are coming out 15 years later because nobody
True.
believed them when they were younger. And
Well,
it's just like
that's where
it's
I
just like
agree
what's
with
his
it.
name?
Macaulay Culkin?
No, Corey
Corey Feldman.
Yeah, Corey Feldman. He for years he said that there were people that used to molest him and the other Corey from a movie that they did.
And they were all still in Hollywood.
Yes.
Those producers.
Yeah, and nobody believed them. Nobody.
Oh,
and now
that guy is weird as fuck.
he
though.
is weird, but for years.
Yeah, man.
And now all of a sudden, all this is happening, and all these people are coming out
Didn't
about
he
it.
start the Me Too
No.
movement?
No,
Because
no.
he came out months ago.
So I just googled something. I just wanted to check, when did women get the right to vote? That was only 90 years ago.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
That's
crazy
a
to think
lifetime
about.
away.
98.
1920 ratified.
yeah. About
Yeah.
1920,
98
1920.
years ago.
Oh, okay. So
almost 100 years.
yeah,
ago.
but that's the thing
100.
is,
That's it.
100 years is like a lifetime and a half.
Yeah,
That's
but if
not
you think
that
about
long.
yeah, I was gonna say it's not long.
It's not. Long,
It's not
yeah.
long at all, and I think as humans, I think we're making strides.
Well, yeah.
I mean, with
It's
our,
just
I
like-
mean, you guys are all going to disagree with me, but with our current president, I think maybe we are taking a step back. But
well, yeah.
Well, here's my only thing with what you just said. Okay, the thing is granted, I don't like him. I think that a lot of the stuff that he's been doing lately is
he's
off
causing,
his fucking rocker.
he's adding on to our debt and decreasing it.
But the other thing is this was all brought on by previous politicians.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because they're like, oh, politicians only care about themselves. Trump's not a politician. Let's put him in. That's exactly what it was.
Ooh, that
Because
was close.
I know a few people who voted for him, and they said, we just didn't want another politician in office.
Right.
The only reason they voted for him was because he wasn't a politician.
No.
Yeah.
Which is yes, it's like we had to pick between two pieces of shit.
It's like picking between. How I read something.
And
it was
people were like, let me pick the last of a turd.
It's like
It's like-
horseshit versus bullshit.
It's,
Which
or
one do
it's
you
like
pick?
picking Joffrey over Ramsay from Game of Thrones.
Right, yeah, no, it
You got to pick the lesser two evils.
But is he the lesser of two evils?
I mean, I didn't.
I couldn't tell
I
from
think
the
if-
bat.
I didn't agree with
Personally, if Hillary
anything.
won, we would have been at war with Russia by now.
We
Yeah.
would've done-
I mean, I'm not
Let me
gonna.
just say
I'm not
this,
gonna
we'd all be
disagree
speaking-
with you.
I think if Hillary would have won, we'd be all speaking Russian by now because we would have got our asses handed.
Oh yeah, we
to
would have
us.
gotten killed.
We'd probably all be dead.
The
Nah,
thing
nah.
is the
Yeah.
politicians made the middle class so minute over the past, 20 some years?
True.
Yeah.
That
True.
it got to the point where people were like, fuck you guys.
But you
We're
don't-
going to make our voice count.
You don't think the middle class is becoming less and less now? Because
mean-
of the laws and taxes that are passing nowadays, they're not to make us better. Trickle down is bullshit.
But-
Trickle
Yeah.
down, the rich
It
are
takes
not.
too long.
It's-
for
I
it to
don't.
Nowadays-
I don't believe. No, dude. I was actually listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. The guy. I have to look him up, and I'm not gonna.
I know what you're
I'm citing a source from a source, right? So I cannot say if this is real or not. But the guy that invented trickle down during the Reagan era came out and was like, "Oh no, dude, that was all bullshit.
Yeah.
Trickle down is bullshit."
No,
Well, it worked in the 80s.
Well, yeah.
People were doing great in the 80s.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. All I'm saying is the politicians brought it on themselves by screwing people.
Right.
And that's why the people wanted their voices heard for once. And granted, no matter who you vote into office, your voice is not going to be heard. They're going to
Exactly.
do what they want once they get in.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as that.
You
It's
really
like net neutrality.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's my thing with that. None of those people are technically elected officials, so there's no reason why they should be able to fucking vote on something to completely
Plus-
switch a bill around.
It's
None
still
of
going
those
through.
5
That's-
people are
right.
elected officials.
I don't know
What-
if anybody
what-
else
what I-
noticed, but the net neutrality ban, like, I may be crazy, but I've noticed my internet sucks ever since that started. Before that, my
I don't
internet
think
was,
it's
like,
actually
white.
gone into effect.
It's not
yet.
hasn't gone into effect yet, but
Oh, really? Maybe
you're
Probably
gonna-
just your provider.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I-
I
But
got
that's the
switched.
thing, though. It gives the provider the ability to do some shady things that eventually are gonna make your speed garbage.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be bullshit.
It's gonna be worse than
and
it is
they're
now.
gonna charge extra fees for
Yes.
streaming
Bring
and
in-
But and
audio.
you might not feel it as a person. They're not gonna go, we're gonna charge you for Google. We're gonna charge you for Facebook. No, they're gonna go, hey Facebook, give us money, and Facebook is gonna be like, hey guys, we're getting charged for money, so now we got to charge you. Or Netflix is gonna be like, oh hey guys,
It went from
actually
10
yeah,
to
it's going
20
from
bucks.
10 to it's gonna be $30 a month now. So that's where we're gonna feel it, and we're gonna be like, oh fuck.
One thing, I got actually two things. You brought up the middle class. I just watched an episode of Blackish where they
I thought
kind
you were
of.
gonna say Black Mirror. I've been told that show's great. It's like
Oh
Twilight
yeah, I've
Zone.
watched it.
Oh,
I've watched it. That's good. That's a good
I
show.
thought it was a
But I was
documentary.
watching this.
Black Mirror is like a Twilight Zone about
It's like-
technology.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Because
The
Black
techno-
Mirror is this. That's what the whole premise of Black Mirror is
Yeah.
about.
Your-
Your phone.
yeah,
Yeah.
All right, go on.
But like how the grandpa was like how pretty much saying like how middle class is becoming non-existent. The middle class is like all them workers that you
It's
hire.
been- it's
kind of
been
like plumber.
non-existent.
Yeah.
But it's
Start-
getting
yeah.
worse.
It's getting worse where kids are like per se going for something else, and when there's also the middle class of like mechanics, plumbers, and
Yeah.
all the other stuff where it could per se end up non-existent.
Well, and here's my thing with the middle class. Part of the problem is I know all of you guys have experienced it. When we were growing up, it was you have to go to college, you have to go to college, you have to go to
Yep.
college. Well, when you're going to college, all these trades that people need in order to survive that you don't actually think about on a daily basis. Okay, so if you didn't have plumbing, what would you get?
an outhouse.
No,
A plumber?
you would get diseases.
Yeah,
Because you wouldn't have any way to get rid of that waste. So if you don't have an electrician, what
I
don't
become
you
a
have?
gardener.
heat, air conditioning.
Heat, lights, internet,
Man, I don't
everything.
know, man. My government should be taking care of that.
But what I'm saying is, if you don't have these trades,
Government, pay my bills.
if you don't
I'm gonna
have,
cheat the
I
system.
need my Obama phone.
I need
But-
my bomb phone.
but what I'm trying to say is if you don't have people going into these trades, then guess what? Everything's just going to collapse on itself
Yeah.
because it's the structure
You could
of
have-
society.
You could have a master's degree in IT, but
So
if
don't-
there's nobody to fix your internet,
yeah,
What
so
are they gonna do?
when you're in high school, why don't people say, well, you could go to college, but if you don't want to go to college, why don't you get into a trade?
Yeah.
Maybe look into it. It's a simple fix. Like me, I got into a trade because I didn't want to go to college. It's just one of those things where it's like,
Yeah, going to college sucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, but the thing is,
I'm almost done.
Is-
I have this semester and I'm done.
getting
You-
a bachelor's.
No, I'm getting an associate's in networking software. No way.
That's okay.
but see, you're getting into network
Yeah,
whatever.
networking software.
So if you don't have an electrician to hook everything up
What are you gonna do?
and there's no power, you don't have a
Useless.
job.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like,
I work at a corporate place, so I'll always have an electrician.
but the thing is,
No,
though, like,
that's not what
that's like
I'm
this
saying.
Saying if there are no
I'm fucking
electricians.
Yes.
with you. Yes,
No.
I get
like
it.
per se, your job, what you do,
people to
Let's-
make the building
yeah.
and fix the building to work,
just
so
like
people can come
the
in
TV
and work.
show Revolution, power went out. What can you fall
Remember that
back
show?
on?
Did that show keep going?
It got canceled, I believe, after 2 seasons.
I just-
because it was really good.
Like after, like, let's say somebody decides to be like, we're gonna cripple the United States and take
Knock
away
the
the
power
power
out.
out forever, per se. Okay, I'm not saying like it could actually happen, but let's say somebody decided to create something that could take away the power,
An
like
EMP bomb.
an EMP that is happening 24/7, 3 days a week.
To keep
No,
it from
yeah.
coming back.
Well, that I don't think with an EMP. I think it just destroys it. Like I don't think they can bring it back.
well,
you
you
would
can
have to-
rebuild it.
Yeah, you'd
Well,
have
no.
to rebuild it.
I know for like they have, I don't know if it's true or not, but in Call of Duty they had EMP grenades, which takes away down electronics, and then after a certain amount of time, your per se electronics come back.
You're speaking of Call of Duty, and I just gotta mention the fact that Tom Darian, as well as he's shown us, Angelo and I have been playing fucking Call of Duty like crazy.
It's a great game.
It's so fucking fun.
Now that they went back to the
but it's
roots,
Before
still
you
fun.
leave, you should.
Oh no.
No?
No. I'll
No?
get killed like 38 times
Well,
in 2 minutes.
I don't know. All I was trying to say is, like, to the people out there, don't completely put yourself on the fact that you have to go to college. You could always get into a trade. You could find something else.
Yeah. If anything, you can message Tom. He'll walk you through
Don't
it.
message me.
Designated
because I will
Drinkers,
not-
Designated Drinkers podcast on Facebook. You can always just send us a message and address it to Tom, and then he'll answer the question on the podcast.
or if you really want to be creepy, just look at the pictures, one picture that we posted of Tom, and then just go through the millions of Toms on Facebook.
Till you find
Let's
it.
not
Until
do
you
that.
find
Let's not do that.
Let's
Somebody
not
already
do
Super
found
stuff.
my address and sent us a microphone. Let's not do that.
Speaking of finding addresses, do you guys know? I'm sure you do because I live in the Stone Age. But you guys know about the whole swatting thing? that
Yes.
Oh, dude, with the guy
No.
dying?
Yeah.
That's why I don't talk to people online.
What the?
Basically,
That was fucked up.
that
It's
shit's
been
fucked
happening
up.
for years.
you know what?
Yeah.
Basically, for the people who are listening,
If you don't
what's-
already know,
what swatting is these little kids are getting pissed off while they're playing Call of Duty.
It's not little kids.
Most
It's
like
not little kids. It's like
Teenagers.
It's like 18 to 20-year-olds.
It's
I'd
been
probably
some younger people.
I'd probably
too.
like say the youngest is 16 up to like mid-20s.
Anyways, basically what swatting is they get pissed off because somebody keeps killing them in a video game.
they look
and
your
then
address through your IP address.
Yeah, they look up your address
And then
and
call
then
your
they
local-
call the cops and say that somebody is
Your local
holding a
cops.
hostage situation at
Or
that
kill people.
address.
Or killed people.
Yeah, and then they come in guns hot and fucking people have gotten killed over it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The SWAT team literally kicks down your door, like, and will
And they
either
don't
beat
even
the
know.
shit out of you or kill you.
So
And you can get severely
yeah.
hurt to pretty much dying.
The video clip that I listened to was fucking like insane because this guy called 911. He's like, "Hello, yeah, I just killed my dad. I'm about
Oh, yeah, I heard
I'm
that.
about to kill my mom, and yeah, I don't know. You should probably send somebody over."
Yeah.
And the person's like, "Okay, where are you?" He's like, "Oh, this is my address. So yeah, I'm gonna get off the phone now and kill them." Unless you send somebody over. She's like,
And
"Don't
then
get
if
off
you
the
send
phone."
somebody over, I'll
The
kill
thing is
you
though,
or
like,
something.
Yeah.
I think
It's fucking
Now that-
crazy.
now I think now that this is happening, I
This
think
guy's
the
going to
phone
jail.
Yeah, I think the
Good.
phone operators should kind of have a nationwide thing of like, if somebody's giving this amount of detail of, hey, I'm calling the police and I'm gonna kill somebody. Usually, killers
You
don't
don't give
really
the
Usually killers
Yeah,
don't
give my
Well, no, people.
don't call before.
No,
There have been cases where people have gone off the rocker and they're like, "Hey, you need to send somebody before I keep doing
Dude,
this."
okay, so
okay,
I'll give you one. My aunt has schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she can go batshit insane. There've been times where she just straight up like walked into the middle of the road and started walking up it, like a middle of the road, like road where the cars are fucking flying by, and just started walking up the road. So I mean, I'm just saying, like there can be
People
chances.
can go
People with schizophrenia, anybody that has a chemical imbalance in the brain, can just go, I'm insane. Hey, I just killed my parents. I think I'm gonna kill somebody else. Please send somebody over.
But I would say like 7 out of 10.
If you
people
talk to
don't
my
usually
girlfriend,
call.
she doesn't think that there's such a thing as a chemical imbalance.
I think like
Really?
What,
Talk to her about it.
Why?
no
Nicole? Do you want me to bleep that?
What, her name?
Yeah.
You didn't say her last name.
Okay.
What are they gonna do? Look up the name Nicole and find her? Like, out of the billions of Nicoles that apparently live in this one small area?
Yeah.
But as
you're
I was
right. I
saying-
was just curious.
No.
Like I think it's probably like 7 out of 10 people usually don't call the police and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill my mom and dad," or "I already killed my dad. I'm about to kill my mom." But I think like
So if
they
somebody
should tell.
if somebody calls a bomb threat, do you not take it as seriously?
Well,
That's why it's such a
that's the
fine line.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. When you call 911, they have to respond.
well, yeah. But I mean, like maybe now that this whole thing is getting out of hand around the whole United States, maybe they just go, "Hey, we got this call." Kind of don't.
They can't base it off
Yeah,
that though,
I
because
know.
the thing is
hard.
if
Like the Vegas shooter.
yeah.
A bunch of people call, say, "Hey, somebody's shooting from a building and killing people."
Well, I didn't know about
Like,
that.
right,
I
well,
didn't
how
know
do you-
about there was phone calls being. I mean, they weren't believing.
That
No,
was
no,
such a
there's nobody not
flashed
believing
scenario.
that. Yeah, but there's nobody not believing about
You know-
somebody shooting. So would you prefer them to go, "Oh shit, there's an active shooter," and then go straight there and go guns blazing and do whatever the fuck they need to do? Or would you prefer them to go, "All right, we'll send a patrol over"?
Send a
You know what?
cruiser over.
Can
It's like 38 people are dead.
Oh my
We'll
God!
send a guy. We'll send a guy.
can we talk about that real quick? I don't want to get like into a conspiracy theory thing,
By the
but
way-
I have a question for you guys.
Oh.
Okay, so think about this logically for a minute.
Angelo, AIDS was humanly made by the people and
By the man.
just to kill a bunch of gay people.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Looking to expand your playlist? Well, Fat Lowell's Radio has got you covered. Lose Your Religion with Reverend Jess and Deacon Sam over on the Church Absurd. Hear nerd culture get dissected on the Fickle Fanboy with RPM. Get drunk at the round table with the designated drinkers. Hear solid and interesting interviews on Unseriously Serious. Do you want to get involved? Send your rant over to the League of Infuriated Nerds. Also, check out the Fat Lowell's Radio Associated shows. Get your not safe for work talk radio fix on the Rob and Slim Show. Get some life advice from Jerry and Cal on From to Bottom. All of these shows and more await you at Fat Lowell's Radio. You can find us on SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter, and various podcast apps, as well as our website, fatlowellsradio.us. HTTP, not HTTPS. We hope you enjoy the smorgasbord of shows we have prepared for you. Fat Lowell's Radio, stuff full of entertainment.
So logically think about this for a minute.
That was for Angelo.
You have a guy lighting up
This
an
concert.
entire concert, whole ground floor of people, but there was never any footage released off of the hotels of him entering or exiting or the cops entering or anything. One of the biggest cities with the most cameras in almost the whole U.S. Because if you think about Vegas, there's literally
Las Vegas.
Yeah, there's probably a camera in every 5 feet
Almost
in
every
those
corner.
hotels.
Oh yeah.
How
With
is there
casinos?
never? How is there never any footage released of the cops entering and then leaving? And also, how in the fuck did it just all of a sudden go away?
That's what.
when
Okay.
It was like
Can I follow?
Vegas,
up that?
Vegas, nothing. Done deal.
Let me follow up with that. From going back to everything, like you guys remember the whole Ebola scare, how that happened, and then just
for
like
5 minutes.
for 5 minutes it disappeared.
Scared the shit out of
What?
the world. And then
Okay,
it
I
was
guess you could
gone.
say
know
I
what's
said a while
great?
ago. that I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but I think you could probably consider this a conspiracy theory. What's going on, per se, in the government? Because after the Ebola scare, what came out is the FBI or the pretty much any kind of service can break into your house without a warrant now.
That's not true.
That's
not true.
Well, they can wiretap you nowadays.
They can
well, they always could.
They can
The
wiretap
feds.
you.
No,
Yeah, but we gave them the ability to without an issue.
Yeah, they
Like
can
without-
just come in without a warrant.
You have to have a warrant.
I
or
think
a
the
probable
police-
cause.
Unless you're a federal agent.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Local
pretty
law
sure it's-
enforcement needs a warrant.
No, federal agents need warrants unless they have probable cause. It's the same as any
Yeah, but
other
that's the
law
thing.
enforcement.
Where's the line where?
So if I
probable
was a federal
cause is-
agent, I could just bust into your house for no reason.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
to me it'd be no reason, but to you, you'd say I have probable
That's
cause to
against-
break into
I
your
smelled
house.
I smelled some kind of fragrance, and I thought it could
That's
be weed.
legitimately against the Constitution. They can't break in without a warrant.
Well, let's find out.
I'm looking it up. You guys
But-
keep talking.
Yeah.
Police officers have to have a warrant or probable cause.
I don't know about
Federal agents have to have a warrant or probable cause.
I remember seeing some. I remember reading like they don't have to because that got passed through Congress because everybody was all focused on the Ebola.
Nah,
So
Well, they
I'm
probably figured. the
Dude,
probable
speaking
cause is
of
strong
passing
enough.
shit through Congress, I will tell you this. Our president has the most amazing fucking gift in the world.
Bad
Twitter?
hair.
Twitter.
Orange
That's right.
skin?
No, he has the ability to get everybody riled up about one fucking thing and then have something else completely
through.
go unnoticed.
It's like sleight of hand. Like I'm talking to you something about something serious, and you don't realize, and I take your beer.
Well, that's the
Or
thing.
I take the money right in front of your beer, and I take it and put it in front of mine.
That's what one of the biggest conspiracy theories of all time is that the Illuminati puts
Fuck
out a
the
bunch
Illuminati.
of bogus
Fuck the Illuminati.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying that
You believe in
the
that, you
conspiracy theories are that the Illuminati, the secret society that owns the government,
Also,
puts out a
if
bunch
my,
of
if
bullshit
my house
stories.
gets wiretapped, it's your guys' fault. I'm the one fucking looking up. Does the FBI need to walk into your house with a warrant and
They're
shit
gonna
like
walk
that?
in 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Hey, Carlo,
we saw
what-
what you were searching.
Without a warrant, no government agent is allowed to search your home or
Okay.
office.
I'll admit I'm wrong.
You may
then.
refuse to let FBI agents come into your house or into your workplace unless they have a search warrant.
then
Well, it doesn't
come
mean
back
you're
with
wrong.
a
It means the
warrant.
source that you got it from.
Okay,
is wrong.
well then I admit when I'm wrong. I'm man enough to admit that.
No. That's what I'm saying. But that would have been unconstitutional
Well,
because
yeah.
it's against your constitutional rights to just barge into your property without any kind of.
But then
permission.
again,
You're saying
the
Constitution
cops.
a lot.
I'm not saying all cops, but
Constitution.
cops do that.
Constitution.
You know what? No,
Like
they get
Constitution.
The
warrants.
episode, the Constitution.
Well, like not
Well,
all.
no, probable cause. Probable cause is enough
yeah.
to walk
If you
in.
think that a guy in a house is a drug dealer and somebody tells you that they're a drug dealer and you're sitting there seeing all kinds of transactions going on, guess what?
You're gonna
That's
walk in.
probable cause.
yeah.
But the thing is if a federal agent just busts into my house for no reason, guess what? You're probably going to get lit up because
You know, with
at that point you're breaking into my property.
With-
Well, yeah, but still, those are
guard
still
dogs
side with the cops.
with the sniffing dogs, like the drug dogs. Apparently, police have, of course, ways to search your car without probable cause. So what they do is with like a drug dog, if they suspect you might have weed or something like that, they'll bring it. But if the dog's not finding anything, they'll be like, "Look in there. Go look here." They direct it, and they're not supposed to do that. They're not
So
supposed.
it's almost like they're searching the car.
Yeah,
see,
they
now-
are
'cause they have a
giving
tool
the
that can
dog
do it.
false positives, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, how about look here?"
He made
and
a
the dog
noise.
looks, and the
or
dog.
they say, "The dog told me," and I'm just like, "What? The dog speak English to you?
But see, now
Scooby Doo there?"
now what we're talking about is dirty
Rough
cops.
apartment.
And that's not dirty cops.
That is dirty because you're trying to find something on somebody
That is
by
not fair.
pulling up evidence that isn't there.
No,
Depends. Hey, we really got into this really serious topic, which isn't a bad thing. We haven't been seeing each other in a minute. We've
Yeah.
seen each other. We just haven't recorded in a minute. But Nick, you had a kid.
I did. I'm
Congrats.
a dad. Thank you. He's fat.
or I'm sorry.
That's a
old
good
is-
thing to say about yourself. He's
yeah.
fat.
He's fat. He's fat as hell.
Oh yeah, that's fat. You just go. You look at I'll say this about my kid. I'll be like, I look at my kid. I'll be like, you fat fuck. You just keep eating.
He doesn't stop eating. Like the doctors say that I don't know what it is, 5 or 6 months before the kid can successfully hold up his head, because
Yeah.
they say that
It is.
the head is too big for the neck, and so the neck can't support the head. My son has no neck. It's just fucking like fat cheeks and shoulders.
Dude,
So he can hold his head up fine.
hold up.
There's nothing to hold it up.
Can we see a picture of your kid?
You're just like, he's like doing neck curls
like
and
this.
shit. He's 2
He's
months
like-
old.
Dude,
He's pretty much like this, just head, shoulder, right there. She goes, boink.
that's all it is. I'll show you. I'll prove
That's
it to you.
fucking great.
Well, okay.
Look at that fat fuck.
So
Look at that.
The cheeks. Okay, have you seen the old show Dinosaurs?
there's
Yeah,
He looks like the baby.
There's
Oh my
a
god, he
picture-
does!
There's a picture that Chloe posted when he's laying down, and it legitimately, I was like, "That's fucking Nick's face." All he's got to hold up.
But
hold up.
I do have to say this: the kid will start losing weight once they're able to be more mobile.
Yeah, once
Yeah,
they start moving
Because that's how
around
my
and stuff-
daughter was, and
course.
because she was like, you'd have to lift up during bath time. You have to lift up the cheeks and wash underneath.
Hey, babe. Oh, I thought it was Ashley. I just saw black pants. I was like, oh, that's Ashley. Okay,
great.
so Nick, now do me a favor. Take your glasses off and just kind of squint a little.
Oh
Drop
my
your head
god.
down. Drop your
Oh my
head.
god.
Drop your head down. Just move your shoulders up.
No, squint, just squint. Squint a little.
Yeah, that's your baby.
Like,
you
just squint.
talking about our
Did you
giving
know-
our daughter a bath?
Hey, did you notice that he's giving the finger?
That's why I zoomed
No,
in.
Oh,
no,
that's
dude.
awesome.
And when you do this,
But
He's
yeah,
already
dude,
flicking them
he
over.
you're gonna
looks
wanna go
just like
this.
you.
You're gonna have to hold
Thank
like
you.
this. You're gonna cut your fingers a little bit, and you're gonna have to go like that.
Not if you do it right, you won't cut your fingers.
No,
He's good
just
though.
flip it.
He's adorable.
No, you gotta use the side of it. You don't want to use it like that. It's gonna take
Yeah,
all
you
you
gotta
just
keep
got
kidding.
I've been
The
using it,
indicate?
and I've gotten a lot
Just
more
do
done
this.
than what I have.
Just when you're doing it, hold it like this and go like
Can you
this.
just flip the blade for me, please?
Just flip the blade. Just
Why
flip
didn't you
it.
Why didn't you flip the blade yourself?
What do we flip
Because
the
I don't
blades?
know how.
Oh my
Oh, you
god.
just have to
I
unscrew it.
Bitch, I just put my fingernail in and
Oh,
twisted.
hey! And
Why are
why
we
are you
flipping
talking
blades?
about lifting up our daughter's cheeks?
Sorry. Because
She was a
'cause-
fatty before.
Yeah, she was a fat fuck when she was a baby.
She was, and she was adorable as shit.
And how, like, once the kid gets mobile, the fat's gonna go away.
You know, I used to like your daughter a lot more before she didn't like me.
Dude, it's funny as
So-
fuck.
She's actually changing and liking men now, so she may like you.
Good. Because the last time that we went over their house, like, she was actually playing with me and stuff, and I'm like, oh, now you like me. Okay, alright. All these other times you
Keyword.
cry.
He was sitting in the floor playing with her little kitchen set with her.
We got pictures, by the way. Of that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because I like little kid toys.
So how's it
Me
been?
too. I got a whole collection.
I can't even lie. The only
whole,
reason why I want to have a kid is so this way I can
So you can
buy
play with the
stuff that
toys?
I want and then be like, I got it for them.
Like
Damn.
the Nerf gun.
It's like, fuck yeah, I got a plastic hammer. Yes. Oh, that's for my son.
No, I have a real hammer. I don't need a plastic.
How is life treating you as with a baby kid now? With a baby.
With a baby kid. It's
With a
good.
baby.
It's really not much different. It's just noisier.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
called you yesterday
And a
and
lot
there-
more broke.
Don't worry.
I called you yesterday and there was
those
a
are
baby
worse.
crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey,
I was-
Nick. And I heard, nah, nah.
Chloe was at work.
Wait, so babies cry, Carlo?
Where's she working at?
Still just on the weekend she works.
Still
in
at the
theater.
plate? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but during
Right.
the week she still works at the church.
Okay, I didn't want to say where she worked at, but okay.
Yeah,
That's
there's-
fine.
There's so many churches.
So
in the
yeah.
area, so.
Back to my question. Have you guys ever accidentally stuck it in somebody's butt?
Oh, not
You
accidentally.
can't
I do it on
really
purpose.
accidentally do it.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
know,
can.
it happens.
There's like an inch separation. It's
Yeah,
not
but
that
how,
hard.
how loose is that asshole that you can whoops?
No, that's why you
no.
play
No,
with it
it
with your
doesn't
finger.
like it doesn't like go all the way in, like where you like poke their butt and they're like wrong
Oh,
hole.
okay, yeah, you can poke the
Like-
butt. Yeah, I
no.
do that
What
all
you
the time.
do? What you do is you finger it a little bit, like, all right, you get a little farther, be like, okay, she's taking this, not even saying anything. Next thing you know, you pull out, and you just shove it right on in. I'll tell you this right now, I've done it, all right? And it's
Hashtag
worse.
me too.
Oh,
That's what that causes right there.
Jesus.
No, it's more like pound me too.
You liking that Slim Jim? You liking that? How about the bratwurst?
Dude,
Jesus Christ, you almost made me spit this out.
literally, I just
Name of my sex tape.
I almost spit this out.
Yeah.
Almost. Keyword.
I don't know, man.
I was looking at my outlet and I realized the other day I was looking up how to change an outlet. I think
It's
I'm gonna
easy.
do it. Yeah, it looks
It's not
pretty
not
easy.
that
Yeah.
hard.
It's
Why
not
didn't
that
you say
hard.
something? We could have just done it.
Yeah.
Well, because of the fact that I wanted to do it myself, because I wanted to be able to
All
do
right,
it on my
fine.
own.
Just make sure you
just
shut
gotta
off
Wait,
the power.
hold on,
Yeah.
guys, hold on. We'll be like the Parma city workers. All three of us stand around and watch him do it, while the one colored guy does it. Does the work.
But are we getting paid for this?
Oh no, hell no. You want to know what our payment is? Right here, guys.
Yeah.
We don't get paid for doing the podcast either. You're still here.
Yeah, you're right.
You get paid by
Why,
drinking
what
your own
outlet
beer.
do you have to
That's right.
change?
The one
paid.
over there.
Oh.
Because it won't hold, and the one
It's
and
not
one
a
upstairs.
GFI. It
No.
doesn't have the 3 prongs.
You
It
should
only
get
has 2.
GFIs.
Yeah, and nothing. The one upstairs can't hold anything in the outlet anymore. Like you plug it in, it just,
And it
pops
just
right
falls
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
That'll happen.
that happens. after a
GFI
while.
greatly reduces the risk for electrical fires, so
No
you should
shit.
definitely get one of those.
Just
It kills it if it overheats.
Yeah,
Right.
It kills it if there's any excess power that's not supposed to be going to it.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
if there's
I
a
was-
short or anything.
I was talking to Ashley about it, and I wanted to just change some.
It's
of the
actually,
outlets.
I've
it
seen a
seems
test.
hard, but it's honestly, once you take those screws out, you just go, okay, this goes there, that goes there. That's it.
And then you tie the wires together. It's easy.
It's
But I saw a test where somebody actually like took a live. It was like hooked up to a generator, so it wasn't going to be a big deal. But it was live, and they sprayed it with a water spray bottle, and it turned it right off instead of like sparking. And
that's what they're
starting fire.
for. That's why you have them in your kitchen or your bathroom.
Yeah,
I
you
know
should have them everywhere.
the
really.
reason why I say shut the power off is because I got zapped. That's how I got shocked.
Well, yeah,
I was
no
smart
shit.
not
I
to
mean,
get-
I would.
Because the guy that I was working with didn't shut it off completely.
Oh, he made a joke on you?
No, they shut off the wrong breaker. And
Ah.
I was like, hey, did you shut the breaker off? He's like, yeah. And then I went and I grabbed the wire and it fucking zapped me.
Oh, man, good thing you let go.
Ed used to make me whenever we would. He's an electrician, so he knows how to do a lot of that shit. So and whenever he works on anything, he'll turn the breaker off, and then he would have me stand next to him with his big wooden stick, and he's like, if I touch this and I don't let go at any point, I need you to pay attention and then smack my arm as hard as you can.
Yep.
So I let go of it. Oh, really? I'm like, he's like, yes, because if not, I'll die.
Well, do you know what you're supposed to do to check and see if there's any electricity running through anything?
You gotta test
You
it.
lick it and you
Nope.
stick your finger in there.
I heard you could put a radio.
If you don't have a tester, like, so let's say your hot water tank, something's wrong with it, it's acting weird. Before you actually touch the hot water tank, what you're supposed to do is touch it with the back of your hand.
What if I burn my back of my hand?
Well,
It's
sucks.
better than grabbing onto it and electrocuting yourself to death.
I
Because if
guess.
you think about it, what's going to happen is if you touch it with the back of your hand, your muscles are going to tense up and it's going to pop off. If you touch it with the front of your hand, your muscles are going to tense up and grab on.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Life tips, the more you know.
Life tips by Tom.
New podcast spin-off.
The more you know.
Do 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 do.
But seriously, like, if you're ever dealing with electricity before you do anything like I did when I was stupid, if you don't have a tester, test it with the back of your hand, you're going to get zapped,
Yeah.
but at least you're not going to die.
Hey, going back to the middle class debate,
Uh huh.
Here we
whether
go.
or not it exists.
Middle class is dying, but yes.
Oh yeah, it's completely dead, and it's proven
It's
because
slowly dying. It's like cancer.
because I work in human resources.
You poor bastard.
I know, it's
and
horrible.
you do this podcast?
I work in human resources almost against my will.
You're an HR person and you work on a podcast where all we do is talk shit to each other.
Hey, what I do 9 to 5 Monday through Fridays, not my Saturdays. Anyway,
Unless it's overtime, then it's Saturdays.
no, but like I see what people get offered, and I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
money wise.
Right.
Ooh, that must suck at a moment.
Oh, it sucks ass. Like I can't say shit, and I'm just like, why the fuck do you get so much money? But
He sucked the right dick.
Dude.
That's what he did.
But the thing is, it's like the differentiation between lower class and upper class. There is no middle class.
Yeah.
Middle class is like 38,000 to 70,000,
So
and then
Well, damn,
it should be
I'm
like
not in
upper
that class.
classes over that, and then lower classes under that. But it all depends on not even your experience. If you have an associate's degree, you're probably going to get hourly wage and no more than $17 an hour. If you have a bachelor's degree, and especially in like IT or marketing, and you get the job,
certificates.
you could have
certificates.
95,000 plus in my company.
Oh shit! Wow.
Carlos like,
Me?
give me a job.
I need a job,
No,
guys.
it's not even certificates. It's bachelor's degree. Like if you have a bachelor's
I-
in information systems, you're looking at $100,000 job.
IT. I mean, from what I've learned currently at what I'm doing and further, is the fact that certificates usually trump degrees nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a certificate is performance based. So that means that you studied for it, you went and took a test, and you passed.
yeah.
It's
And your certificate only lasts you 1 to 3 years, depending on what you do.
So then you're gonna have to retake it.
So
right?
you're gonna have to, which means that
To
the
make sure that you still
information
do what you
is
you know.
current, right? When you do what you do, and the information is current. So, from what I'm learning, certificates usually trump. Like
Yeah.
if you have experience, of course, that's also gonna put you a leg up and stuff like that.
You know
but
what's-
usually, they trumps the bachelors.
I
You
like
know
how
what-
you keep saying Trump. You should just say president. And president's everything.
President Trump.
Which I mean, it's the same.
President's everything.
Donald.
I mean, it kind of.
Everything.
It's. I would say it sounds kind of the same, because it makes it all the same. Presidents.
Yeah.
So
You know what's
Trump's.
You know what's really funny though that you say that is it's almost like the trades a little bit. Like because I have 2 years experience working on cars, I don't have any schooling in working on cars. I have shop experience.
Mm-hmm.
I could walk into a shop and get paid more than somebody coming outside of school.
Oh yeah, because you have the experience on the actual job.
On site experience.
On job experience,
Yeah.
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 And that's what people look for. Which
Yeah.
which is why I find it so weird that they're like, have to go to college, have to go to college. Then you apply somewhere and it's like
Do you have
3
5
years
years experience?
5 years experience.
A lot of places, yeah.
It's like what?
I
Like-
think
It's like, where am I supposed to get that experience if you're not gonna hire
Yeah.
me?
With what some colleges are doing nowadays is that
Internships.
they're pushing internships
Nowadays,
so that
you can get paid for
because
internships.
and yeah, they're usually called co-ops then.
Yeah.
Co-ops are great.
So with those, then you can actually put those experience on the job experiences.
But the problem is that the colleges don't even push the
co-op
option
programs.
of internship until like your senior
Yeah,
year.
but see,
so you
here's-
only get like 8 months experience
Oh
before
shit!
you have to
I
go into
went
the
to
workforce.
Tri-C for like 2 years before I had to get out for a little while, and they were year one within like the first 5 days of going to class was like, hey, we offer internships. So
you were doing IT.
Yeah, that's
So because you were doing IT, they pushed the IT internships like a
Okay.
mother.
You know what's funny though is if you think about it, you're paying a college to tell you to go get a job
Oh, I went
to
there for
learn how to do the job.
Well, the thing about the colleges is the fact that the colleges pull a bunch of places in, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna give you tax breaks if you hire a couple of interns."
Yeah,
which
and-
you do not have to pay.
and I get that, but
Which is bullshit, because then you're going to school and going to work, and you're paying to do both of
but
those
it's
things.
it's just like
Right.
with
not
me.
paying, just taking money out and
Well, no, because
accumulating
you're
debts.
technically paying the college who
Sorry,
got you the internship. So
But like
And
with
you have to pay for that for the internship.
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
you
you do?
have to pay for the internship. Yes.
but like with me,
Fuck.
Yeah.
like with me, I'm basically doing an apprenticeship.
yeah, that's the best and like
I
the
get-
oldest way to learn a job.
I get paid
A lot of
to
people.
work, and I don't have to pay a school to tell me, hey, you need to go get into this field and learn how to do it in the field, but you're still going to pay us, right? Like,
lot
that's,
of-
I find that kind of fucked
Going
up.
back though,
Yeah.
apprenticeships, like, you guys spend a lot of fucking viewing hours before you can touch something. Like, especially like with tattoo artists, you gotta like spend
Oh yeah,
hundreds and hundreds
You
of
have
plus
to- you
hours
have to think
of
about-
watching somebody
Yeah.
else do this.
Well, dude, it's just-
or blacksmithing.
it's-
Like, you have to spend like a full year just literally watching your, per se, however you want to call a master.
It's just like me right now.
Yeah, just
Right now,
watch.
all I do is I cut pipe and I hand it to the guy and he puts it in.
He also sucks pipe.
Like,
oh,
You might not be
Hey!
sucking the right pipe, buddy.
like I mean, that's legitimately all I do. But at the same point, as he's doing it,
He's
I'm
telling-
watching
yeah.
what
Notice
he's
as
doing.
he hasn't
Yeah.
corrected me.
Why would I correct you if it's true?
Well, how
So-
else is he looking up at the other pipe?
But like
When
that's
he's got one in
that's
the
all that I
right.
do. I'm basically a helper. So like if he needs me to do something, I go do it, and then when he's working, I watch him or I help him or he
Yeah,
tells
like
me
you
to
are.
do something.
Honestly, you are apprenticing.
It's an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
But you're getting paid.
I'm getting paid to learn how to do
Hey.
a job.
You're fired.
All right, Trump.
he
Or-
tried it.
no,
you guys
it
almost
could
have
not-
the
wait.
same hair.
Hold on,
Thanks.
it could not be Trump. He could be Schwarzenegger for that 1 year that he did it.
Donald.
Did he really do The Apprentice?
Oh yeah,
He did, and
He
then he
took
got
over.
canceled.
Yeah, he took over the Apprentice. He did.
I don't know how
As
that
soon
got
as,
canceled.
as soon as Trump started running for office full time, NBC gave it as Schwarzenegger, and
I don't-
everybody's like, "This doesn't work."
Well, see, my thing is I don't know how that show was even on because I didn't like that show. I thought it was stupid.
I never did.
I think I watched like.
You know who
end.
liked it? Teachers that teach business class so that they could put on a whole semester's worth of class by putting The Apprentice on
You know
the
what?
entire fucking
I'll say
time.
this.
Did you
I
guys
did
ever-
watch a little bit of it before the next show started because I had to because I recorded all my
Did-
shows.
Did you Darian and Carla, did you guys ever have Mr. Swinger?
Yeah, that fucking guy's amazing.
Oh my god.
No, I never had Swinger.
Ashley took Swinger.
I love.
She cheated off me.
He used to literally put
And I
cops
cheated on
on.
somebody else.
He used to put like I had
I'm
him.
not surprised.
I
she
had
cheated
him
on me.
for government. I had him for government, and
I
he
think that's the only thing he taught.
Yeah.
no, he also taught regular history and stuff too.
Yeah, he taught regular history.
But literally, probably 2 to 3 days a week, he just put cops on. It was literally my favorite class ever. He's just like, the one day he looked at our classrooms towards the end of the year, and he's like, you know what? I don't want to teach you guys anything for the rest of the week, so I'm just going to put cops on. And we were like,
Cops. That's awesome.
all right, let's do
You know,
this.
as a high school student, I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. But as a college student that's paying out of pocket,
Yeah.
I've my last semester class, I took a computer admin class, a system admin class, which is supposed to teach me about how to use servers. Do you want to know how much I know about using servers?
Jack shit.
Jack shit! Because this guy would fucking talk about his trip to Vegas and Amsterdam and like how he smoked weed with some hot bitch or something. And I want to be like, dude, shut the fuck up and teach me about servers.
'Cause I know-
And then he would be like, oh, hey guys, the class is about to be over. Don't forget to study this next 3 chapters and we'll talk about them when you come back. I would come back. He didn't talk shit.
Hold on,
More Vegas. More
Carlo,
Amsterdam. Same stories.
That shit.
Carlo. Because talking about that,
Paid
about how like
money for that class.
I remember, I think it was my
that's my
last
money
year
back.
before I had to take a small sabbatical, you could say, or small.
I take
break.
a smoke sabbatical.
Like I knew nothing
I am a
about what this
Darian.
teacher was. Yeah, you were Darian. I knew nothing what this teacher was saying to me. I was thinking to myself, man, why did they give me the option to take this class when I don't know jack shit?
What class was it?
Dude, that was like 2 some years ago.
Oh shit! Was it when I ran into you and you told me you were doing IT? You knew you're the reason I started doing IT.
Really?
Yeah, because you said I was like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "I'm good with computers, so I'm doing IT." And I was like, "There's an IT program at Tri-C." Oh shit! I should maybe give that a try.
Yeah.
And I did, and I was like, "Oh,
I was
this,
just
I
like-
like doing this."
I was just thinking to myself right now. I was like, maybe they should kind of give guidelines on like what classes you should take each year.
There is.
Well, when they did it for me, they were just like, here's all the classes you need to take to get this degree.
Yeah, there no.
But they were like, but I'm thinking like, so you can kind of follow and understand, not jump from like, this is year 1, and I think I took a year like fucking 5 class, just because I needed the credits so I can get fucking financial aid.
They let you do that?
Yeah, like I was like, they were like,
well, some
that's
classes
so
don't
what-
have
That's
prerequisites. They
true,
put it at
that's
the
true.
end.
and they were like, hey, everybody go around the class, say what they do. I was like, they were like, he works IT at this law firm. He works IT at this fucking construction company. I'm a stock boy at Marks. I'm trying to learn this shit so I can get out of Marks so I can become what everybody else in this fucking room is. And they're like, once I said stock boy at Marks, she was like, oh, next. And pretty much never called on me for
Hold
the
up.
rest of the year.
Wow.
Was she an old lady?
Yeah.
I could tell you were taking networking fundamentals with something. She was a cunt.
I don't know.
She's a fucking bitch, and I fucking hate her.
Like-
you want to know why?
And what-
Because hold up,
You
you
just
got me
got on a
fucking
rant.
started. All right, so
Look at that.
I'm sorry, internet. I shouldn't have yelled. Okay, just this lady got okay. So I go to this class, right? And she didn't teach us anything at all. She just she rambled, and she's not a good teacher.
Rambled and whatever was on the freaking board.
Yeah.
She was like, and I would be like, I don't understand. She was like, just reread it.
Right.
That's what she told me.
Mm-hmm, right.
Just reread it. You'll get it.
She
I was
talked
like-
about all of her accomplishments on how she went to NASA. She worked at NASA
Yep.
for a couple of years and all this other shit. And she's like, oh, you should read the book and all this other stuff. And then I had this chance to get in. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't, but I had this chance to get into this server company. And at the end of the interview, which was going fucking great, they go, hey, can you tell me what the first layer of the OSI model is? And I'm like, And in my mind, I thought of the class, Networking Fundamental, because Networking Fundamentals is where you learn about the OSI model. And I thought about the OSI model, and then I thought about her rambling while she was teaching it. But I didn't remember the OSI model then. Now I know it's physical, but when she went, can you tell me the first layer of the OSI model? I went, sorry, I right now, I haven't taken that class, so I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it's okay, take your time. Okay.
They just they let you wait. They just wait until you can figure it out.
And what I wanted to do was Google it, but I couldn't because I was outside my old job taking an interview over the phone, and I couldn't use Google because
when you're on the phone,
my data service turned itself off the moment I was on the phone. So I was like, I can't
mine
Google
does
this.
too.
And I bet you the lady's like, why didn't he just Google it? What an idiot! But dude, I was mad. And I fucking blame that lady. I blame that lady for it.
You didn't get the job?
I didn't get that job, but I got this kick-ass job now, so I'm okay with it.
So that's my only thing. Is like I think they should be like more descriptive guidelines. At least when I was there, they didn't. They were just like, "Here's your list. Take what you want." And I was like,
also,
"Oh shit, okay. Here, I'll take this big one, and this big one. That equals out my credits, so I don't have to pay a lot."
So I have this funny story to tell you.
Is it your face?
At work, I don't want to say specifically what I do. IT someplace.
That's enough.
So let's say I work with doctors, right? Doctors, some higher like architects, whatever.
Say that you work with homeless people.
No, because I have to say I work with high level people for them to understand this.
I fix homeless people's computers.
I work with doctors. Let's say that, okay? And a doctor came up to me at 6 o'clock at night, and he went, "Hey, I need to get into somebody's computer." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, I need, yeah." Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, well, what do you mean? Like, do you want to log in as yourself?" They're like, no, I need you to log me in as them. Oh, no, I can't do that. He's like, "Oh, why can't you do that?" Well, because it's against policy. I can't just log you in as somebody else. That's against the rules.
And it could go as identity theft. Per se.
He's
technically.
Like, he goes, "Well, this person needed to send me an email, and they didn't send me this email. It's really important, and I need it. So I just wanted to go into their hard drive and grab the email."
Or you could call them?
I was like, "You know what you could do?" He's like, "What?" I was like, "You could email them about that email because I can't log you, and I don't have their email, or I don't have their password to do that."
Also, if they're looking for an email that doesn't exist because it was never created, they're just going through his computer.
Right. It was shady as fuck. I told my boss about it. I was like, "Hey, man, this happened, and I need to tell you about it. So, like, I'm sending it as an email so that I'm covering my ass in case this comes back and the FBI comes in and they're like, "Hey, somebody's stealing doctor secrets. So
confidential stuff.
Yeah, confidential stuff. So we need to know who it was." I'm be like, "IT guy did his job. It's all on fucking paper here. You guys do what you need to do, motherfuckers."
Any kind of job. That's the main thing. Cover your ass. So.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, I think with that, it's been an hour and some minutes.
And change.
I wanna thank you guys for joining the Designated Drinkers. Nick, you didn't talk a lot, but in the next episode, we're probably gonna ask you a bunch of questions about your child and
where babies come from,
and how babies are made.
What came first, chicken or the egg?
I'll let you know.
Right.
And how anal is the best birth control.
But hey, thank you for joining the Designated Drinkers podcast. My name is Carlo.
Nick.
Darren.
Tom.
We are the Designated Drinkers.
Keep on drinking.
This has been a Fat Lowell's Radio production. To hear more shows like this, go to soundcloud.com/FatLowellsRadio.